What's going on, everybody? It's your guy Golden Cash, and we are back with another Hunt and Fill series. We have got the Jefferson Nichols 1938 to 1961 album that we are trying to complete. And y'all, we have got every single one of these in a slot, all the mints, all the way up. Well, up until we get to the last 2 years. We've got the 1938 S and the 1939 San Francisco. We need those two Nichols. It is February 3rd. We are fixing to start this hunt. I probably won't complete it till the 4th or the 5th. But man, we are trying to get all of the rest of these completed. And then we'll start all over and do it all over again. Just like the Benjamin Franklin $half album series that we've got going on. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll have that one complete. But I'm hoping by the end of February we will have this one knocked out. Alright, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into boxes number 36 and 37 of this Nickel Hunt and Fill series. But let's go ahead and get a knife and cut into these two boxes. But first, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I keep bringing you hunts just like this one right here. Stuff is falling next to me. I'm sure y'all can hear that, but hopefully we've got circulated nickels. Our last hunt we got a whole bunch of 2022 pennies. So we didn't get to hunt those, the one box. We did hunt one of them, but the other one's full of 2022s. I still got those. Hopefully these are circulated nickels. Let's get into this box. Let's see what we got. Drop that right there. Come on. There we go. Look at that. That's an older nickel right there, older design. As well as that one right there. Alright, maybe we'll have some good nickels in these boxes. Maybe we can actually fill this book, or at least slot one inside of these two boxes. Let's open up box number 36 of the series, box number 1 of this hunt. Let me go ahead and just knock this, rip that off. Alright, come on, circulated nickels, no 2022s. And we do have a little bit of circulation right there. Alright, that's 2004. Some newer design, some older design. Alright, well, you guys know the drill. We're going to go ahead and get into box number 1. Like I said, number 36 of the series. We'll set that up somehow. There we go. Alright, and I will bring you back as soon as we find anything at all. Roll number 1, box number 1, number 36 of the series. We're going to have our first find. We got a 1952. And we got a 1952 out of Philadelphia. We're going to be looking for anything 1938 to 1961. Buffalo nickels, war nickels, anything. Maybe a V nickel if we ever get lucky. We found one last year. Actually, we found 3 last year. One right before Christmas, so hopefully we can get a few other finds. Maybe we can slot something in the book. But we are definitely looking for war nickels, V nickels, buffalo nickels, and hopefully we can get some. I'll bring you back if we do. Roll number 6, box number 1. We're going to have our second find. It's a 1947. We got a 47 out of Philadelphia. Very next roll, roll number 7. We're going to have a 1949. And the 49 is a Philadelphia as well. Let's keep going. Same roll, roll number 7. We're going to have just a couple away. A 1956. And we got a 56 out of Denver. Let's go. Roll number 9, box 1. Just a couple away from the end. We're going to have a 1941. The 41 is going to be out of Philadelphia. Roll number 10, box number 1. We're going to have our first 1958. 1958 out of Denver. Let's go. Roll number 11. Box number 1. We got a 1953. And it is, looks like it's going to be a Denver. And it is. We got a 1953 out of Denver. Let's keep going. Roll number 12. Box number 1, number 36 of the series. We're actually going to have 2 finds. We've got one right here, which is a 1959. Then we've got another one right there, which is a 1942. And I don't know if that is going to be a silver. It's probably going to be a copper nickel. It is a transition year, like I tell y'all every time. This is a 1959 out of Denver. We'll put that one right there. And then we'll search for the 1942. And that one, I am not sure if that is going to be a war nickel or not. We'll definitely pull it out and check. I'm going to say no on the war nickel. This is going to be a copper nickel 1942. And it is copper nickel, not copper, manganese, and silver. So we got a 1942 copper nickel, Jefferson nickel. Roll 13, box number 1. We're going to have another 1941. And we have a mint mark on this one. We do not. We got a 1941 out of Philly. Roll 14, box 1, number 36 of the series. We got another, well, we got a 1955. And this one is out of Denver. 1955. Denver. Roll 17. Box number 1. We're going to have a 1959. And this one is a Denver. We're going to move that. Stick the 1959 right over there. Let's keep going. Roll 18. Box number 1, number 36 of the series. We were rolling these out, and you guys can see it right there. Check that out. We're going to have our first Buffalo. And this one looks like it's in pretty decent shape. All right, we got a Buffalo. It is a Philadelphia, looks like. Man, that is in really good condition. Still got the horn and everything on it. We got dateless. Hold on. It's a 1928. No, that's an 18. That's a 1918. Let me look under the scope real quick, see if I can see it better. It is a 1918. Check that out. 1918 Philadelphia. Man, if that was a San Francisco, that would be a semi-key date. 1918 out of Philadelphia. Make sure there is no mint mark there. And there is not. What a beautiful Buffalo. Alright, let's put that over there. It's our first one. Well, let's keep going. Roll 21, box number 1. We're going to have 2 finds. I didn't even see them until we got down to it. We got a 1949 right here. The 1949 is going to be a Philadelphia. And I believe I already got one right there. And then we're going to have a 1946. I believe this is going to be our first 1946 out of Philadelphia. Put it right there next to the 47. Roll 32. Box number 1. We're going to have a 1948. And I just seen it when I was getting down to the last few. We got a 1948 out of Philadelphia. And I believe we already have a 48. We do not. We're going to move the 47 down and put the 48 right there. Roll 35. Box number 1. We got another 1953. And we got a 53 out of Denver. That is our second one. Let's go. Roll 35, just a couple away from the 53. We're going to have a 1957. And we got a 57 out of Philadelphia. We're going to move these down. Place that one there. Roll 36. We're going to have a 1958. This is box number 1. And the 58 is out of Denver. Roll 37. Box number 1. We're going to have another 1958. This one a little bit dirtier, but it is a Denver as well. Roll 43. Box number 1. We're going to have another 1954. And we got a 54 out of Denver. Actually, this is our first 1954, so we're going to slide that one right in there. Let's keep going. Roll 45, box number 1. We're going to have a foreign coin. At least it looks foreign to me. And it is. I'm not sure what that's, a 20. It's one of those Swedish coins again. So we're going to have another one of these. 1982 Swedish. So a pretty cool little 20-cent piece. Let's go. 47. Box number 1. We're going to have another 1958. I believe it's a 58. It is. And we got a semi-keyed 8. 1958 out of Philadelphia. Those are really hard to come by. Let's keep going. 48. Box number 1. We're actually going to have a couple of finds here. We got 141 right here. This 1941 is going to be out of Philadelphia. Put that one right there. And we got another one right there. Another 19. Actually, is that a 47 or a 41? I'll have to check that. That almost looks like a 47. Throw it into the scope. We have a 41. 1941 out of Denver. Huh. So 2 41s in that. I believe that's going to be it. Yep, that's a 1980. Alright, I'll bring you back if you find anything else. Roll number 50. I started opening this one up, and I just kind of stopped and looked at the ends. Look at that. We've got an ender right here. This is a 19, looks like a 51. Could be a 1957. Either a 1951 or a 1957. Right there. So let's open it up, and I'll bring it back in. It is a 1951. Roll number 50. We got a San Francisco minted 1951. That might actually upgrade the book. We'll have to check it. We'll move this 49 down. Put that 51 right there. And that is the end of box number 1, number 36 of the series. Let's go ahead and move in box number 2. This is going to be box number 37 of the series. We'll get everything set up right here. Alright, let's go ahead and grab a roll. And you guys know the drill. I'll bring you back as soon as we find anything at all. Alright, right off the rip, roll number 1, box number 1. We're actually going to have 2 finds in here. One is going to be right here. And this is going to be a Canadian, I believe. It is a Canadian. Alright, we got a 1986 Canadian. Then we got a 1953, it looks like. Way back here, look at the toning on that. The purples and blues and greens. This is a 1953 out of San Francisco, it looks like. It is. We got a 1953 out of San Francisco. Let's keep going, see if we can find a lot more. Still on roll number 1, box number 2. We're going to have actually 2 finds. This one right here is an absolute beautiful 1960. This might upgrade the book, I don't know. But we have some really beautiful ones in there, so we'll keep that one. Put it right over there. But check this out, right behind it, I believe this is a proof. It is. We got a San Francisco minted 1981 And look at the cameo on that. That is beautiful. Definitely decam. 1981 S proof. Man, look at the cameo on that. That is beautiful. Let's keep going. Number 2, box number 2, number 37 of the series. We're going to have our first 1940. And we got a 1940 out of Philadelphia. Well, let's keep going. Number 9, box number 2, number 37 of the series. This could give us our first war nickel. It's going to be way over here on the edge. Let's see if I can flip this up. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's going to be right here. Man, it's going to be hard to see. That dark one right there, the last one, you can see where my thumb is. Looks like that could be a war nickel. Let's go ahead and open this up. It's all the way at the, almost an ender. Looks like it could possibly be one. It's definitely dark enough. It's a second from the end. And it is. We got our first war nickel. 1943 out of Philadelphia. Man, that was almost an ender. So close. Well, let's keep going. Roll 14. Box number 2, number 37 of the series. We're going to have a 1947. And we got a 1947 out of Denver. That makes our second 1947. Let's keep going. 15. Box number 2. We're going to have another 1941. And this 41 is a Philadelphia. Let's go. Roll 15. We're going to have another 1958. This one is actually in really good condition. And we got a 58 out of Denver. Roll 17. Box number 2. We're going to have a 1955. And I'll bring you in when we see what the mint mark is. Alright, here's the 1955. Let's flip it over and see what we got. If I can get this thing to focus. It ain't gonna focus. Come on. There it is. Alright, we got a 1955 out of Philadelphia. That's number 2 from the 1955s. Roll number 20. Box number 2. We might have another war nickel right there. You can see that one. Definitely got that bluish color to it. I've not opened this one up yet, so hopefully it is. If not, you won't see this video. But all the darker color ones, I try to come on, that one's in there good. Try to film them all. And it looks like we got another war nickel. Another Philadelphia. This one is, ooh, wow. It's like a 1943. 1944 Philadelphia. Wow. So that's number 2. We got a 43, and now we got a 44. Let's go. 21. Box number 2. We're going to have a 1952, and I believe this is going to be our second one of this hunt. This one is a 1952 out of Philadelphia. Roll 22. Box number 2, number 37 of the series. Second one in, we're going to have a 1951, and I believe this is going to be our second 1951. And we got a 51 out of Denver. Let's go. 24. Box number 2. Second from the end, we're going to have a 1949. And this is going to be our third one of the hunt. And we got a 1949 out of Philadelphia. Same roll. Roll 24. Just a couple away from the 49. We're going to have another 1952. We got a 52 out of Philadelphia. That's 3 for the 52s. Roll 27. Box number 2. We got another 1958. This 58 is Denver, just like most of them. All right, let's keep going. Roll 28, box number 2. We're going to have another 1955. Something behind it. I don't know if that's a good one or not. But we got a 55 out of Denver. That is 3 1955s. I want to check this one real quick. 1990. Roll 29, box number 2, number 37 of the series. And look at this one. This is an absolute beautiful 1957. And this one is going to be out of... Look at that, Denver. Man, this is definitely probably going to be an upgrade for the book. What is that pink stuff on the face? It's like a little bit of toning coming in there. That is a beautiful nickel right there. Let's go ahead and set that one on the 57. Let's keep going. Same roll. We're going to have a beautiful 1965, but this one is not just any kind of nickel. This is actually a black beauty. You can see the difference in the color and the rainbow toning in this one. Check it out. 2 different colored nickels right there. Got a black beauty. This is what they look like. And this is a 1965 with some beautiful rainbow toning on it. Definitely keeping that one right there. Let's go. After that black beauty. Check this out. We got a 1957. I wonder what's behind that one. It's a 1976, but we got a 1957 out of Denver. So we got 2 57s out of that one. I'm not setting that one on top. Let's go. Oh, I did not even know, but we had an ender. A 1940 ender. This one out of Philadelphia. Got a lot of well, no, that's the 1941s. That's 2 for the 1940s. Let's go. 30. Box number 2. We're going to have a 1954. And this is going to be our second 54 out of Philadelphia. Let's keep going. Roll 42. Box number 2, number 37 of the series. I was rolling these out, and you can see the top of it right there. Check it out. We're going to have another Buffalo. This one doesn't look as in good shape. I bet there's no date on this one. We got a Philadelphia. There might be a date on this one. It's decent. See what the date is, if there is. And there is a little bit of a date. Oh man, that looks like a 26. Man, that is really hard to see. I can't catch it in the camera. Man, let me see if I can get it a little bit closer where y'all can see it. Looks like a 26 or a 28. It's going to be hard to see. You can see it in hand, but I don't think the camera's going to catch it. Just a little bit of... Yeah, it's either a 26 or a 28. I don't know if I can get it right there. There you go. You can see it right there, the 8. I think it's an 8. Maybe 18. 18. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. We got another find. That's our second Buffalo. Put these right there. Let's keep going. Roll number 50. Box number 2, number 37 of the series. We're going to have another 1958. This one's actually in really good condition. And we got another Philly. 1958 out of Philadelphia. That is 2 semi-key dates in 1 box. Let's keep going. And that is the end of this Hunt and Fill series. Boxes number 36 and 37 of the series. We need the 38S and the 39S. We did not get that on this hunt, but we will go ahead and show you what we did find. We found a couple of that are going to upgrade the book, along with a couple, 2 or 3 semi-key dates. So let's just go ahead and show you what we found over here. we got a couple of Buffalo nickels, one 1928 and one 1918, both Philadelphia. We found a couple of Canadians, along with a, I don't know if this is a Swedish or an Austrian coin. 20 cents, whatever that is. We've had a couple of 2018s, and these have the doubling, or the, I'll show you right there on the bottom of the Monticello stairs. These are the 2018s. I've already sent one in for grading. That's in a lot better condition than this. Way better condition than that. Still waiting for that to come back. We've got a couple of really nice coins. We got the 1963 and this beautiful rainbow toning, starting the rainbow tone, 1965. Look at that rainbow tone on that side, and on the reverse, starting to get that rainbow on it, natural toning. We found a couple of, I don't know if these are doubled or what these are on this, but we found a couple of these. Kept those just in case. We got a 2000 and, what is this? 1981. Not 2000, 1981. But look at the cameo on that. That frosty edge. This is a proof, San Francisco proof. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Finding in a box hunt. Alright, well, let's go ahead and show you what we did find nickel-wise. We got one 1960 out of Denver, a couple of 59s out of Denver. Got a couple of 58s out of Denver, a few actually. Look at that stack right there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. Then we come over here, we've got 2 out of Philadelphia, and the mintage on the Philadelphia is 17 million. That is a semi-key date for those. We jump over here, we got the 1957 out of Philly. We got a couple out of Denver. This is actually going to upgrade the book, this one right here. So we're going to put that one right there, and I will show you the 57 out of Denver. That is it right there. Definitely going to upgrade the book with that one, even though it's got a little bit of, I don't know what that is on the side of the face, but it's still going to upgrade the book. Then we jump over here, we got one 1956 out of Denver. Then we found another semi-key date, which is the 1955 out of Philadelphia. The 55 out of Philadelphia mintage is 7.8 million. Check that out. And this one is going to upgrade the book, I believe. Well, maybe not. I think we'll keep that one in there. That one looks just a little bit better. So we'll keep the 55 in there, but that is a semi-key date. Oh, that one right there. All right, we went from 55. We're going to go over here to the 54s. We got 1 out of Denver, 1 out of Philadelphia. Then we're going to jump to the 53s. We got 1 out of Denver, the other one out of San Francisco. But look at this one out of San Francisco. Look at the toning, blues and purples and greens all over that one. That is definitely some beautiful natural toning. It is dirty, but that toning is just, I love it. I love the toning on these things. Alright, so that was the 53. We're going to jump over here to the 52s. We got a couple out of Philadelphia. And then we jump back over here to the 51s. We got a 1951 out of Philadelphia. And then we got a semi-key date right here. The 1951 San Francisco. And this right here has a mintage of 7.7 million. So very low mintage on that one. Let's go ahead and jump over here to the 40s. We got a couple of 1940s out of Philadelphia. We got one 1948 Philadelphia. We got a couple of 47s, one Philadelphia, one Denver. 1946 out of Philadelphia. Then we got a couple of war nickels. We got a 1944 Philadelphia and a 1943 out of Philadelphia. We got one 1942 out of Philadelphia. That is the copper nickel. That is not the copper, manganese, and silver. So that was the transition year, y'all. I tell y'all that every time, just in case you're new. There was a transition year in the 1942 when they went to the wartime nickels. They started out with copper nickel. They went over to copper, manganese, and silver because they needed the nickel for the war. Then we jump over here for the 1941s. We got a few out of Philadelphia, one out of Denver. And we got a couple of 1940s, both out of Philadelphia. That is it for this hunt, y'all. We got the one that we're going to upgrade right there. The other one we're not. We got a couple of semi-key dates. And that is it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so I keep bringing you hunts just like this one right here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time.